and welcome back to the Little Craftcade. My name's Katie and this is my YouTube channel. Now I absolutely adore Christmas. It is just my favourite time of year. I love all the festive activities, the crafts, the home makes and the beautiful things we get to do around the house. Now with the festivity in the air and Christmas fast approaching, I've decided to do the 12 crafts of Christmas. This will be a 12-part video series showing you crafts, home makes and fantastic ideas to make Christmas more enjoyable and easier. Now for my first video I'm going to be doing advent calendars. So I'm going to be showing you how to decorate and fill a beautiful wooden calendar, and I'm also going to be showing you how to fill a beautiful shop bought advent calendar. So shall we get started? So firstly, take your advent calendar. Now the one I'm using is a wooden one and it's from Hobbycraft. I will leave the link below. Now you'll also need some paints. I've gone for white for a snowy roof and bottom, green and red for the doors, and gold for the door handles. You'll also need some paintbrushes and a paint palette. So let's get painting. Firstly, to make it appear like it's been snowing, I'm going to paint the back and top of my advent calendar white. Now firm, even brush strokes going up and down and up and down, up and down and up and down. Now I would advise for the more trickier bits, such as the side of the roof and the bottom there, to use a smaller paintbrush, just so you don't end up bleeding into these parts and this part for where you want to paint it differently. So get your little paintbrush and just touch up the sides like so. That way you can ensure that you're only getting it where you want to. Same as on the bottom there, the side bits there, and on the bottom there. Now it should have taken you between 10 to 15 minutes to put your first white coat of paint on. Now don't worry if you can still see some of your brush strokes, because that'll be covered on your second layer. Hi guys, now the next part is to paint your drawers. Now I've opted for red and that is my first coat. So it's a case of doing it with the doors shut to start off with. The only reason the rest of them is open is so that when it comes to drying, so it's just gentle brush stroke up and down, up and down. Now it doesn't matter on here about making sure you get all the edges, because I'm actually going to go over mine with the edges and the doorknobs in gold, which will paint over when dry, so not to worry too much. So it's just a case of, there we go, painting all these bits, and this is just the first coat again, so I will do it a lot neater with the second one. There we go. And then once the door is painted, just open, ready for drying. So that is the red bit. Now moving on to my green. Now this is my advent calendar fully painted. I've gone for white for the roof to look like snow, gold on top, red and green doors with gold handles. Now once the hard bit's over and your advent is fully painted, it is time to apply some glue onto the roof to add the glitter to make it look like sparkly snow. Let's go. For this next bit you'll need some glue, some glitter, a paint palette for your glue and a paintbrush. Next, dip your brush in the glue and smother the roof with glue. Do the back bit as well. Now once your advent has been fully coated with glue, it is time to pour on the glitter. So grab your glitter and pour. Cover the roof, the chimney and everything in your glitter. For this next bit you need a glue gun and some white felt. Now I've already pre-cut out of this white felt to make it look like icicles. Now don't worry, the description of how to make the icicles and all the decorations we're going to use for this advent will be detailed in my blog below. Next we're going to put in our Christmas trees that we made earlier. That one. And that is going to literally go just... Next we're going to do the advent numbers. You're going to require some wood veneers and some bauble stickers. Some advent numbers. Now to add a bit of style to our numbers, take a pigment ink pad and one of your veneers. Pick up your wood veneer and simply rub the edges of the pad. This creates this beautiful old-fashioned effect. There we go, now we have all of our advent numbers. Time to stick them on the door. Two. I am so happy with how it looks. Woo! So we've got Santa who comes on Christmas Day, the 25th. We've got a tree for when we decorate a Christmas tree on the 1st. So the last thing that we have to do now is to fill the advent calendar. Now there are lots of fun and exciting things you can fill your advent calendar with. However, my husband doesn't really like sweets. The only things he'll eat is Parma Violets and Werther's Originals. So that's what we're going to put in mine. So firstly, for the 24th, we will put some Parma Violets and a Werther. So on the 25th, sorry, he's got a nice big treat. And for the rest of the doors, we're going to fill them with Werther's Originals. Here we go. So there we have our fully decorated and ready filled advent calendar, which is now ready for the 1st of December. Now that all the making and crafting is over, I'm now going to move on to my shop bought advent calendar. In this one, I've taken a lot more time and gone into a lot more detail and thought about the gifts that are going to go inside it. So shall we take a look at what I've got? So no advent calendar is complete without sweets. So I have chosen some fruit drops, some Milky Way bars, drumstick lollies, dairy milk Freddos, and some candy canes. And all of these can be picked up from Poundland or B&M Bargains. I'll put the link for the websites below. You can choose to just keep it to sweets, or you can add some luxury items. Now, as I'm making this advent calendar for my mum, I really wanted to treat her. So I have actually gone out and bought some really nice things so that every so often on an advent day, when she opens it, she gets a really nice item, you know, just to give you that festive feeling. So as my luxury items, I have the following. Now, I love crafting, so I thought we had to include some craft items in this. So we've got some Dovecraft 3D Pearl Effects glue, and these can be bought from both the Range and Hobbycraft. This lovely little lint bear, and got 2 of those. Then Impulse True Love spray, a Nivea lip gloss, a Yankee candle. No Christmas is complete without a Yankee candle. Avon Care Cocoa Butter Hand Cream. So that is all. So now you can, like the sweets, just put them in on their own. But I think as each day comes, it'll be nice to actually unwrap them. So I'm going to wrap them up. Item, we pop it on the wrapping paper. Now, once we've got our presents all wrapped, it's now time to take them and put them in the stockings.